Yo guys, welcome back to the gaming page, and today's second video, I have such a good one for you guys. So I actually have some gameplay right here of the Peacekeeper Mk2, and I'm just going to run through basically its stats all together. There's a couple of other things in the video that I want to talk about that actually happened to me today and earlier yesterday. And also, I've got a best class setup for this gun. What have I been using so far for it? And I went into custom games and checked all of the attachments and had a good look at all of them. And yeah, so anyway, the last best class setup I did for a DLC weapon was the Banshee, and that got 1,200 views and like 50 likes or something. So I'm not asking for a lot here. I know I don't have many subscribers, but I mean, if this video does manage to get as many as that Banshee did, hopefully we can get 20 likes. So I'm hoping for 20 likes in this video. If we can't get 20 likes, that's completely fine, but I wouldn't mind 20 likes, you know, it's nice to grow. Anyway, if we could drop a like and subscribe and share with your friends on this video, that would be much appreciated. And let's get straight up into the breakdown of this weapon. Alright guys, so I was so hyped when I got this in supply drops yesterday. Now if you haven't seen my supply drop opening, I would definitely recommend watching that. I mean, you don't have to, but it was really funny. And me and my friend were opening supply drops and I managed to pull this out, and it was just overall an amazing video. Although I do have some apologies to make, because there was a bit of, you know, pixelations in that video and it was a bit fucked up at times, and I do want to apologise for that. I did have times in the description of when I got the weapons. I wasn't going to, but I had to, because some of the bits were just unbearable to watch. So yeah, I apologise for that. Anyway, straight into this video with the Peacekeeper Mk2, and it's just an amazing weapon, guys, all around. I always say this when DLC weapons come out, that it's an amazing weapon and whatnot, but honestly, this weapon definitely is one of the best I've seen so far. So all of the DLC guns always have disadvantages when they appear in supply drops. For example, the MX Grand, when that came out, you weren't be able to reload it until you've wasted all the ammo in it. And then there was the FFAR, that was, you know, too high rate of fire, so it was difficult to control. And then you've got the HG40, that's too low rate of fire, so you're gonna have to put rapid fire on there. With the Peacekeeper, there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's completely fine. It's basically an overpowered weapon, and honestly, it just dominates the map. It really does. And if you get this, I definitely recommend, you know, using this blast cast setup that I've got on here. So I went in at custom games and tested out all of the attachments for this gun and whatnot. I was actually having a conversation with two of my mates yesterday, and we were saying that the Peacekeeper actually has a higher rate of fire and is just more fast overall than the VMP, guys. Like, this gun is sometimes, if you use it properly, it can actually be better than like the Cuda and the VMP, and this is actually in the assault rifle section, so it's really weird. And let's just break it down right now. So I'm looking on the screen and the stats. The damage isn't actually that high. The damage is quite low. I mean, I'm on hardcore right now. The damage is reasonably low. However, the range is big because it's assault rifle. So if you remember on Black Ops 2, the whole point in this gun being a DLC gun, it was the first ever DLC gun to ever come into Call of Duty as a whole. But the reason why this was in the SMG section on Black Ops 2 is it was supposed to be a mix between SMGs and an assault rifle, and it delivered that in Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 3, it does the same. However, it's in the assault rifle section, so it has a higher range, a lower damage rate, a high fire rate, and its accuracy is just standard like any other assault rifle. So overall, guys, this is just one amazing assault rifle, and I definitely recommend using this best class setup. So let's get straight into the best class setup. Right guys, so we've switched gameplays here. So this gameplay that you've seen on screen was actually one of my first games with the Peacekeeper. I went on with my friend on Uplink, we're on Chaos Mosh Pit. So the past was the hardcore game mode, and this is actually the Uplink game mode on core. So there's a few things I want to say before I get straight in the best class setup. I know I said I was going to get straight into it, but I just want to announce some things real quick. Fracture is now in the core game modes, and this weekend, at the time of me recording this video, it is actually on. It's double XP only for the Fracture game mode, so make sure to get yourself on double XP. I know I will. Hopefully I can get myself to level 400 this weekend and grind it out for you guys. Anyway, the next thing I want to say is the new epic taunts are in. I did have one that was supposed to be in this video, but I just wanted to put all gameplay of the Peacekeeper in here. But there's a new epic taunts, and they actually do things, so it just, you know, makes you want to win more. And there's also, you know, the Fracture double XP for this weekend, so I expect you guys to be grinding that out. Also, guys, DLC 3 comes out for PC and Xbox One next week, and I'll be having so many videos on Gorod Grovy and many other maps on multiplayer, so I expect you to be watching them as well, because I'll be doing a lot of them. And anyway, straight in the best class setup. So I actually have two versions of this setup. So I went through the breakdown of the gun, I'm going to go through the best class setups, and then it's going to be the end of the video. I know you've been waiting a while for this. I'll put in the description the actual time of when I actually do the best class setups. So I've got two best class setups. So the first best class setup I've got on here is with red dot sight, quick draw, stock, and fast mags, sorry. And for the perks, I have afterburner, scavenger, and fast hands, and no perk 3. So then we have obviously wild cards, primary gunfighter 1, and perk 2 greed. So this is actually not the, you know, I don't really recommend using this. I put it on here because, as you know, the fast mags and the reflex sight. So I would actually recommend putting rapid fire in here, but I did test it out in custom games, and to be honest, it doesn't seem to help you as much because the damage on this gun is reasonably good anyway, so you don't really need it on here. I mean, as you can see from the gameplay, I have no attachments on this whatsoever, and I'm still managing to destroy them all. Anyway, guys, the next class setup I have on here is pretty much the same, but has no sight on. I actually prefer no sight. It's better for me. I also have quick draw, grip. I definitely recommend grip, and stock. Stock is just something that you would need anyway. And for the perks, I have afterburner, fast hands, and scavenger with wild card, perk 2 greed, and then blast suppressor. I love blast suppressor. You guys know I love blast suppressor. And then for the wild cards, obviously primary gunfighter 1 and perk 2 greed. Anyway, guys, that is going to conclude the video. They were the two best class setups. I have nothing to say about them other than it's an amazing gun, and I definitely recommend using these setups if you manage to get it in supply drops. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.